Today on our board, we're going to look at geometric construction. And this is an introductory video of construction. We're going to talk a few things to get ourselves familiar with the instrument that we're going to use in our construction. And we shall start step by step looking at single angle. Then later on, we'll have combination of the angles. So let's move on and take a look at my software I'm going to use and start looking at each of these instruments. Let us start with a ruler. So when we talk about a ruler, we have this type of ruler. For me, since I'm using a software, then I can either increase the length or decrease the length and start adjusting where necessary. So when we shall be working together, you'll find me doing something like this, clicking here and altering the ruler in different positions. So this is how we do in a software, but physically you can put the ruler on top of your table and make sure that the ground is flat. Now that is one of the instruments we're going to use for our geometric construction. And the next ruler I'm going to pick is this one. Alright, this is a protractor and is used for measuring angles. The use for this one, I did not tell you earlier on, it is used for measuring length, or you can also use for drawing straight lines for our construction to start. And always the beginner lines must be horizontal. Now here, how do you measure these angles? For me, I can just go and tap on this one and keep on. And the other things are a little bit smaller. I can go ahead and maybe get a magnifier. And I have this so you can see the protractor have two scales here, the inner scale and the outer scale. So this outer scale is anti-clockwise, starting from 0. Of course, we don't indicate the 0 there. We continue 20, 40, 50, 60, up to all the way to 180. Of course, the distance from here up to there is 10. So 170 plus 10, exactly the horizontal line is 180. So that is one thing we have to mark. I hope we're all moving on well together. So let's have our ruler here and let's move on to the next one, to the next ruler, and that ruler looks like this. So what is this ruler? This is a triangular ruler. You can use for demarcating, or you need to indicate the center of a cycle. We can use this ruler here. We'll look at that as we continue in our upcoming lessons. So this is also another one, but it's not so much use. We can use them in some few scenarios. But before that, of course, we need to know the instrument we're gonna use for our construction. Now, the next important one also that we're gonna look at and it's gonna be used frequently is this one here. Now, for my software here is telling me that it is flat, and other softwares have them looking like a real wall where we have it looks like one part is where the pencil is, and then the other part is where the tip of the pair of compasses lies for it to be able to draw. And here, the place up is this one where we can make some rotation. And this side, I have picked a red color. This is the color we're gonna use. Like if I have that, I do a little bit, you can see that is the red color, and that is for cycling. Meanwhile, this part here is the tip of the compass. If I take it away because I've drawn some arc, you can see it has given us some mark here in order for us to continue working as the reference points for that mark. I think this is also great for our learning. So these are the 4 instruments we're going to use in our next video, where we look at measure angles like 90 degrees, we have 60 degrees, 150, 135, talk about them before looking at some combinations. So this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching up this time here, and see you in the next video. Peace out.